Be prepared. The shift is already beginning and most people have no idea what's about to hit them. In less than 48 hours, the moon moves into Gemini, creating not just another lunar phase, but opening a rare communication portal that will shake the very foundation of how you perceive reality. This isn't just astrology, this is a cosmic reset happening during one of the most chaotic Mercury retrogrades we've experienced in decades. A Gemini moon. During Mercury retrograde isn't just rare, it's a phenomenon that rewires neural pathways and opens doorways between timelines. And if you've been experiencing sudden flashes of memory, unexpected messages from people from your past, or finding yourself unable to sleep between 2 and 4 a.m. lately, keep watching. There's one specific reason why this is happening to you right now, and I'll explain it later, so stay tuned. But first, you need to understand why April 2nd isn't just another day on the calendar. It's a pivotal moment, a cosmic turning point where the universe creates a bridge between what was and what could be. Most people will completely miss this opportunity because they have no idea what's actually happening. The energy is already building. You can feel it in the air, that strange electricity, that unsettled feeling in your chest, that sense that something is about to break open. This isn't random. This isn't coincidence. This is the universe preparing you for what's coming. Your mind will race with ideas that aren't random. Your thoughts aren't just thoughts anymore, they're messages. Since Mercury went retrograde, your mind has been trying to tell you something. But on April 2nd, when the moon shifts into Gemini, that whisper becomes a shout. You'll find yourself bombarded with ideas, memories, and realizations that seem to come from nowhere. One moment you're going about your day, and the next you're hit with a thought so clear, so precise, it stops you in your tracks. Your mind will feel electric, alive in a way it hasn't in months. And here's what most people don't understand. These aren't random thoughts. These aren't just the result of an overactive imagination. These are pieces of a puzzle you've been trying to solve for longer than you realize. The Gemini moon is unlocking parts of your mind that have been dormant. It's pulling information from your subconscious, from your higher self, even from what some traditions call the Akashic records, universal knowledge that exists beyond time and space. Some people will write these thoughts off. They'll dismiss them as distractions. They'll try to focus on their routines, their to-do lists, the mundane tasks of everyday life. And that's the biggest mistake they could make. Because these aren't distractions, they're directions. They're the universe quite literally trying to redirect you onto the path you were always meant to walk. And if you listen, if you pay attention to these sudden insights, these unexpected connections, you'll start to notice a pattern forming. The random isn't random at all. It's a message being spelled out for you, letter by letter, thought by thought. But here's where it gets even more interesting. These thoughts, they aren't just about the future, they're about the past too, and there's a reason for that. Past connections are reactivating, and there's a reason why. People from your past aren't popping into your mind by accident. The text message from someone you haven't spoken to in years, the dream about a place you used to live, the memory of a conversation that suddenly feels relevant again. None of this is coincidence. The Gemini moon during Mercury retrograde creates a unique energy signature that actually bends time. It creates loops, circles, spirals in your timeline that bring you back to moments, people, and situations that have unfinished energy. You're not just remembering these people and places, you're reconnecting with them on an energetic level. The portal that's opening isn't just bringing in new information, it's allowing you to rewrite old stories, to close loops that have been left open, to finally understand why certain people came into your life in the first place. And here's the part that might unsettle you. Some of these connections are reactivating because they're not done with you yet. That person who keeps crossing your mind. That situation you thought was resolved. There's still something there. A lesson, a message, a truth that you need to understand before you can fully step into what's next. This is why so many people report running into old friends, receiving unexpected messages, or dreaming about their past during this transit. The veil between then and now thins. The distance between who you were and who you are collapses. But this isn't about going backward. This isn't about regressing. This is about integration. This is about bringing the wisdom of your past into the potential of your present. And for some people, this reunion with their past will be the exact catalyst they need to finally break free from patterns they've been stuck in for years. Your communication style is about to transform. Something strange is happening to the way you express yourself. Words feel different in your mouth. Conversations flow in unexpected directions. And for reasons you can't explain, you're suddenly able to articulate thoughts you've struggled to express for months, maybe even years. This isn't just Mercury retrograde making communication complicated. This is the Gemini moon literally rewiring the speech centers in your brain. Language itself is being upgraded. The way you form thoughts, the way you translate those thoughts into words, the way those words land when you speak them, all of it is shifting. Some people will find themselves suddenly poetic, able to express complex emotions with a clarity that surprises even them. Others might find themselves more direct, cutting through the social niceties they usually hide behind and speaking truth in a way that feels both liberating and terrifying. And then there are those who will experience something even stranger, the ability to understand what people are really saying beyond their words. You'll catch the subtext, the hidden meaning, the emotions that live between the lines. Conversations will have layers, dimensions you never noticed before. But here's where you need to be careful. With this increased sensitivity to communication comes increased power. The words you speak during this time carry extra weight. They can heal, or they can hurt more deeply than usual. They can create, or they can destroy with greater intensity. Choose what you say carefully. Pay attention to not just the content of your words, but the energy behind them. Because right now, you're not just talking, you're casting. Every sentence is a spell, every conversation a ritual. And if you're sensing a buzzing around your throat, if you're feeling a need to speak things you've kept silent, if you're noticing your voice literally changing its tone, that's your throat chakra activating, preparing for the transmissions that are about to come through you. The duality effect will split your reality. This is the part nobody is talking about, the true power of a Gemini moon. Gemini isn't just about communication, it's about duality. It's about the twins, the two sides, the mirror reflections that show us both what is and what could be. And during this portal opening, you're going to experience something that might feel like reality itself is splitting. One moment, you're firmly planted in your everyday life, and the next, you catch a glimpse of an alternate version. A path not taken, a decision unmade, a life unlived. These aren't just daydreams. These aren't just imaginations. These are actual timeline bleed-throughs, moments where the membrane between parallel realities thins enough for you to sense what exists beside you. You might find yourself suddenly knowing exactly how a situation would have played out if you'd made a different choice years ago. You might catch yourself using phrases or having mannerisms that don't feel like yours, because they belong to a version of you that took a different path. And here's what makes this transit so powerful. You can use this duality to your advantage. You can draw wisdom, courage, and insight from these alternate versions of yourself. You can learn from paths not taken. You can bring the best parts of those other timelines into your current reality. But this split consciousness can also be disorienting. You might find yourself feeling indecisive, torn between options, unable to commit to a single direction. You might feel like two different people occupying the same body with conflicting desires and contradictory truths. The key is not to choose one over the other, but to integrate both. This isn't about either or, this is about both and. This is about expanding your understanding of who you are to include all the versions of yourself that exist across the multiverse. And if you've been feeling like you're living someone else's life lately, like you somehow stepped into the wrong reality, that's why. You're not losing your mind, you're expanding it. Old fears will surface just to be released forever. There's a shadow side to this Gemini moon portal, and it's already emerging. As this energy builds, as the gateway starts to crack open, the things you've been hiding from, even from yourself, are going to rise to the surface. Old fears, buried anxieties, that critical inner voice you thought you'd silenced, they're all going to get louder, more intense, more insistent. And it's going to feel like you're going backward, like you're losing ground, like all the work you've done on yourself was for nothing. But here's the truth. These fears aren't resurfacing to torment you. They're resurfacing to be released. The Gemini energy isn't bringing them back to re-traumatize you. It's bringing them back so you can finally look at them directly, understand their root, and let them go once and for all. This is why so many people report having strange, vivid nightmares in the days leading up to a Gemini moon. It's why old insecurities suddenly feel fresh again. It's why you might find yourself replaying embarrassing moments or past failures as if they just happened. Your mind isn't punishing you. It's purging, it's clearing space, it's preparing you for the new information, the new energy, the new perspective that's about to flood in. But before the new can enter, the old has to exit. And sometimes that exit isn't graceful. Sometimes it's messy, painful, uncomfortable. The people who fight this process, who try to suppress these resurfacing fears, who distract themselves from this discomfort, they'll stay stuck. But the ones who face it, who sit with it, who allow it to move through them, they'll experience a liberation beyond anything they've known before. Because once these fears release their hold, the mental clarity that follows is extraordinary. It's like a fog lifting, like static clearing from a signal, like finally being able to see the entire landscape of your life without the distortions of old programming. And that's when the real magic begins. Your memory will unlock hidden solutions. Remember when I mentioned there's a specific reason why you've been experiencing sudden memories and flashbacks? This is it. Your brain isn't just reminiscing, it's retrieving. It's accessing files, data, information that you need right now but had forgotten you had. Think of it like this. Your consciousness has been running on a limited operating system. You've been making decisions, solving problems, navigating challenges with only a fraction of the knowledge and wisdom you actually possess. But this Gemini moon portal is performing a complete system restore. Memories that seem random, a conversation from childhood, a book you read years ago, a dream you had and forgot until now, they're all coming back because they contain pieces of a solution you're seeking in your current life. Your mind is literally connecting dots across your entire timeline to help you see the complete picture. And here's what's fascinating. Some of the memories surfacing aren't even from this lifetime. The sense of déjà vu you've been experiencing, the knowledge about places you've never been, the skills you somehow have without having learned them, these are memories from beyond your current incarnation. The veil between lifetimes thins during this transit. The artificial boundaries we place between past, present, and future dissolve. And suddenly, you have access to the complete library of your soul's journey. Not just the current chapter. Pay attention to what comes back to you during this time, that random childhood memory. It contains a solution to your current challenge. That dream about a place you've never visited. It's showing you where your path is leading. That skill you suddenly feel drawn to explore. It's not new, it's remembered. Your mind isn't playing tricks on you. It's finally playing fair, giving you access to everything you know, not just what you think you know. The 2-day window that changes everything. This is the most important part, the timing. While the Gemini moon influence will be felt for days before and after, there's a critical 48-hour window where the portal is fully open, where the energy is at its peak, where the opportunity for transformation is at its highest. April 2nd and 3rd mark these days. Clear your schedule as much as possible. Create space for what's coming. Because this isn't just another lunar phase, this is a cosmic alignment that won't repeat with this exact configuration for years. During these 2 days, the veil between words will be at its thinnest, messages will come through with unusual clarity, synchronicities will multiply, the signs you've been asking for will appear in ways too obvious to ignore. And decisions made during this window carry a special energy. They're not just choices, they're declarations, they're not just plans, they're commitments that the universe itself witnesses and supports. What you set in motion during these 48 hours will have momentum unlike anything you've experienced before. Some people will waste this opportunity. They'll go about their normal routines, treat these days like any other, miss the signs and synchronicities that are trying to guide them. And later, they'll wonder why they feel like they missed something important, why they sense an opportunity slipped through their fingers. But you're not going to be one of those people, because now you know, now you're prepared, now you understand that April 2nd and 3rd aren't just dates on a calendar, they're appointments with destiny. So what will you do with this knowledge? How will you use this window? What message are you finally ready to receive? What reality are you finally ready to step into? Because the portal is opening, the bridge is forming, and this time you don't have to cross it blind. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.